As you start the game, you are met by an easy to understand front end with just a few options to choose from: single player, online and fight mode. There is also options where you can adjust the volume, brightness and invert the controls, as well as add subtitles. There is also exclusive content where you are taken to Ubisoft Online. The game is an RPG fighter-adventure game aimed at teenagers into anime, or Japanese cartoons to you and me, especially those into the Naruto anime, although it doesn't matter if you've ever seen the anime before, as the story is told throughout the game. The game is meant to be for casual gamers, but it also does the normal thing of getting increasingly more difficult as you go along. During the game you will be set missions or mini-tasks. These will result in gaining the villagers' happiness, which will lead to them helping you. I think the designers put this in to add a little bit more difficulty to the game, as well as clues to if you get lost. There are different mission types: fighting missions, chasing missions, collecting missions, searching missions and more. How to pass these missions depends on the type of mission. For example, a fighting mission would be to defeat your opponent in combat using different types of techniques, risking using jutsus, which could mean you win the fight, but then you could also fail the mission, which results in you having to restart the mission. The controls are easy to pick up, and even if you don't know what the buttons do, at the start, Sakura, the pink-haired girl, will pop up pointing at a blackboard telling you what to do and how to do it. While the player is walking or running and sliding about, the player may bump into something which stops the player and sends the character dizzy, unable to move for a few seconds. Jumping may lead to catching ledges, which will lead to being able to pull yourself up, discovering coins or pathways to different areas. The HUD has basic information on it, like buttons leading to your mission scrolls, villager happiness scroll, and your bag. It also shows you your health and your chakra energy you have to use. Occasionally a kunai arrow will appear on screen, helping you find your way. Other times there may also be a timer counting down the seconds until you fail the mission. The audio isn't really unique to the game, as the audio comes from the anime series the game is based on. The audio will change depending on what happens during the game. In fights, it will be different from walking around town, which will be different from if you're walking in the training grounds. There are two different types of opponent AI. Mission Battle AI, that will be in a fight with you, and Roaming AI, which when approached will enter a battle with you. Both, when in a battle, will attack you and counter your moves. You don't ever have Companion AI, just other AI that will tell you things or yell abuse at you. The environment, sounds and effects will change with what you are stood on. If you are stood on dirt or sand, as you're running the dust will fly about, and if you are stood on something metal, like a tank, you will hear that. Combat also changes depending on the moves you use. Using a jutsu will cause a preset interactive video to play out. The designers made the AI realistic yet cartoony, the way the anime is. The player doesn't fight without going into combat, where you will be put into an arena based on your environment with your opponent. The designers do this for a few reasons. First is so that you can't run away once you're in combat. Another is to show that you're definitely in combat. There are various small puzzles in the game, like finding and collecting coins or finding various characters. In combat, you will have to find ways of defeating your opponents using just moves or using your jutsus. There are many pickups apart from coins. However, you do collect points and money towards buying better fighting combos and buying weapons for use in combat. The designers do this to make the game different from other RPG adventure games.